So yeah, I would be vocal about the. I mean, I could do an educational game if you want, guys. Like very educational because I try to explain my thoughts, but of course I'm thinking way more than what I'm doing. So yeah. I heard Freak said he'd rather put his AD into the dirt than revert the range change. I hope the nerves or something like that. I really hope he stays at 175. But even less AD on Trynd, like it's gonna be so shit because then like you're gonna have like 0 all-in potential early on. I feel like the best change, like if they wanna like 150 range, it's a good trade. Because it's still like 20% more range than what we used to do. So it's still like more range than before. It's still an up. But you still can also all in because like Tryndamere is already so countered by armor. Now you imagine you have less AD. Now how do you manage the armor? So how do you manage Tab-based Wardens now? What do you do with the range? Like you have more range, you can get mortals, good. Now you're autoing nothing. Dealing 60 damage per auto, you know? So yep. We are 1 and 3 and we can still play 2 or 3 games, we'll see. Okay, I will show you like regarding the CS. Someone also mentioned the main target is QLing. Please don't. The QLing is actually like the OP part of Tryndamere. That's what keeps him strong when he's weak, or at least viable when he's weak. It's so important on the champion, and also it keeps my grasp technology alive. I really miss old Tiamat plus Shivers. Oh yeah. I do as well. And also where the camps were so squishy, man. You could take camps so easily. But yeah, old Tiamat was the best, man. It was the best. You could buy Tiamat and not be forced to push the wave. And it just felt good having an active, you know, like just, it was just like auto Tiamat auto, man. It was auto Tiamat auto. It was so nice, man. Hello, Chaddouk. How are you doing, bro? Got banned again? Well, stop buying botted accounts then. I got the same. I got an account, got banned, then I understood that, okay, it's okay to put a bit more price to it because now Riot like is banning all botted accounts, and I think it's a good thing for the game. A really good thing. Old Ginzus? Oh yeah, old Ginzus was so good also. Them to Shivers then Pork.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
$50 KDA? How is it possible to have 50 KDA? Oh, you just don't die, I guess. Nah, 50 KDA is not possible. Like on one game, yes. On like you didn't get 300 KDA. Link or Lai? Epic Chalupa. You didn't get 300 kills or assists in 6 games. Link. Like I could type 150 KDA, but I'm not linking. Type whatever. I mean, it might be possible if it's in Iron. It might be possible if the games are like super long, but then just link it. Thanks for using it, and you could spin. Oh yeah, like just being able to, I mean, just kill things. So okay, regarding the CS, it's all about wave management, guys. All about, I mean, saying guys. But yeah, it still can be useful for everyone. So now I kind of know that Greg has started top side, so he's going bot side, and I know for a fact actually because Yorick came back with low HP. So now, how do I create a CS lead? For example, if I crash those 2 first waves, it doesn't do much for me, because I'm not going to do anything with the time that I get. So I might as well just... So I will keep the push, so I will keep a level lead on that guy. Yeah, this game I'm just gonna focus on the CS. I mean, of course, if I can take a short trade like this. And I'm actually gonna look to crash wave 3 probably, and he already is missing CS. And now, you can already start thinking about what's happening next. Well, next the wave is gonna bounce back, right? If I crash. So I just think about, okay, I would get the crash. So I would get time. So what do I do with my time? Well, the good thing is when you get a 3-wave crash, you actually have enough gold to buy something. So I might just base and do what we call a cheater recall, you know? So I missed 3 CS already, but this is not what gets you 9 CS minutes. It's not actually clicking on minions. It's being there when minions are there. And now look at that. So I'm not gonna miss much, and I'm gonna come back to a state where the wave is pushing to me. It's on my side. Yorick has less HP, and I have more items than him. Okay, and now I try to abuse that to make him lose even more CS. Also, we can look to kill with Elise. So let's try to focus on not getting hit by his ability because he has ghouls. Okay, I got hit by it. Doesn't have vision, by the way, because I kept pushing, so now I can just boom. Doesn't have flash because he's running ghost. And now, if you want minions, you don't actually kill minions. I want minions. So I would just keep the wave here. Because now I make it harder for him to get minions and easier for me. Okay, so now we're just freezing. I'm just gonna last hitting, controlling the wave. And Yorick is gonna come. And he's gonna want to fix it, right? So I kinda check if he used TP, he used TP. And my Elise could actually come again. So I just make sure that the minion wave. Okay, and now the wave is not freezing anymore, and he's dead and he has no TP. So I want to have a good wave state. Is my wave state good? No, it's not, because it's pushing to him. So if I leave now, I will lose golden experience by default, because if it pushes to him, it means that my minions are killing his minions. So now, I'm not gonna leave top lane until I have a good wave state. And I could actually look to go for a plating, but I'm not gonna go for a plating, because if I go for a plating, by the time I take the plating, he's gonna be back. And he can cancel my base, and I will be what we call off-tempo. And I don't want to be off-tempo. So let's just crash this, and now I already think about what's my next item. And you see? Boom, CS diff already. And you could say, yeah, but you Elise game, etc. But I know. Because from minute 1 I said it, Gragas is starting top, so he's pathing bot to top to bot. My Elise is pathing bot to top. So if I have a good wave state by the time Elise is top side, then he's completely fucked because he's playing 1v2 with like being in the position where he needs to make something happen. Now I see that my Elise is going bot side, and okay, well we see Gragas because I was looking for information on Gragas, and Gragas is probably looking to go on his top side. Okay, so now I need to be cautious. So how do I get cautious? Probably drop a ward here, like a bit deep, maybe. So if he goes for golems after and he decides to go on top. But also, most importantly, it's gonna be my wave state. Again, we're 6 minutes into the game, and all I do is according to wave states. So now there's a bit of mechanics under turrets to like CS properly. And this, you're gonna get it over time, you know, like, of course, it's like 2 turret shots. You see my ward? You see my ward on Gragas? We just saw Gragas. Because I know that if my Elise started bot and he started top, and actually, like, it's a bit different there. I just know, like, I just, like, saw him walk to top, basically, like, it's not that gated. Okay. Now I know, like, this is matchup specific. I know that I cannot fight him if his maiden is alive. But I'm not looking to fight him. I'm just looking to CS. Get the CS high and shit. Okay. But now I'm kind of waiting a bit. And now probably that Gragas is... up. So I just know that I have a flash advantage because he's running flash TP. So I can just flash on him and then to make ghost. Here I'm missing CS, but it doesn't matter. What matters is the wave state. And now I'm just thinking, how much time do I have on my hands? Well, he's spawning in 2. Okay, Greg is there, but he's level 5, he cannot kill me. There's plating to get. Boom. 1 plate. Boom. 2 plates. Okay, I need to be careful because he can ult me. So I just keep my E for after the ult. Now I'll probably miss 1 wave because of that, but it's fine because Greg has ulted. And I got 2 platings. And I would just come back with Kraken. Always think about what you're doing next, so I'm thinking about what I'm buying next. And you don't need to come back with full HP, because your Tryndamere can just press Qs.
Dominating.
Okay, so now I come back, I see that Greg has his bot, so I see my Yorick, he only goes for damage for some reason, doesn't have armor or movement speed. Now, I don't want to fight him here, because there's way too many minions. I can look to use these minions to deny plating perfectly. Up, up, just 1 auto on everything. Crit, perfect, got every CS. Now we keep pushing our CS leads. So now, why am I hard pushing this? It's because my Elise is looking to play top, and there is an objective to play top side. So I will just get the push, put my vision here again for Yorick this time and not for Gragas, and start this. And by the time I do this, I'm not losing golden experience. I can leave because I have time, because I crashed the wave, and by default he's the one losing. Even now if he moves, he's gonna be losing golden experience. And boom, I go back, and I didn't lose 1 minion for this. That's how you get high CS and you keep high CS. Bro, I should play my games like this. It's so much easier actually to play them when I explain my thoughts. Anyway, let's keep going. So now, we recognize the situation. That's a potential freeze again. So I would just keep these minions here. So I could give the math to freezing, but I think, yeah, I would do a short for it and just explain it in one video. And now he's gonna lose. If he leaves, he loses. And if he stays, he loses. So it's just checkmate. Yeah. Elise is looking to come. Actually focusing the maiden. Okay, we can play it slow. We don't have to force it, we just play on this spell rotation. Now she seems to... Okay, they use everything. I'm just waiting for Z to come. Silas players, man. I actually put a point in W here because this is gonna be my most important ability. I like to put a point in the ability that I'm gonna use next in those kind of plays. Thresh is here, but Thresh is not a threat. And now I can base. Okay. By this. Start working on this. Should have bought a pink and come back. Can you please upload this early game for wave management purposes? Yes, I can for sure. So let me try to keep it a good game and to keep explaining my thought processes. because it's actually making me play good, by the way. And also I think it's good content for you guys. So you see, we're almost at 10 CS minute. We're gonna get it now. Because you start late on 10 CS per minute, because for the first minute and a half you're not CSing at all. So it's kind of normal that you don't get it too early. And here again, like, yeah, I could push the wave, but that's not the point. I just want the wave to get close to me, so I have more space to run down the Yorick. But of course, if I see an opportunity, I would go for it. Again, it's because he's playing Ghost TP, so I know that my flash is an advantage. And here we are, as promised. 10 CS per minute, I mean on my next CS. So here I'm actually not gonna take the turret, same. You see, to create a CS lead, my turret's 5 plates. I don't need to take that turret. I don't need to take first turret. Because now his turret is actually working for me. His turret is actually giving me, or denying golden experience. And if I push, he gets that golden experience. So that's how you create CS differentials, you know. Now I go for a camp. Now I go because I still want the local gold, and I just dance, you know. I mean, I don't have the dance button linked. And this is important. This is the kind of plays that you do that get you to have like big CS differences. Now, yeah, cannot walk up. Okay. And now I could freeze here, but I think I will risk it because there might be a red buff here. There isn't. Okay, I don't want to walk up too much because now I have a big amount of gold and they're gonna come back from base, enemy team. So I keep hitting something. I put it in my guide on Mobile Fire. I said Tryndamere is a ball of damage. That's what you are. You're a little ball of damage that goes fast on the map. So to make use of your champion, you need to deal damage. So boom, take this camp, take this camp. It's Elise. Elise is not looking to power farm. If it was Karthus, I wouldn't take this Gromp. So now I keep my CS high, and now I'm more than 10 CS per minute. I just keep my E for his... Okay, cannot. And here, so I could go freezing again. I'm not gonna do it. Because I think we need to be pushing. So I'm just, for example, like this is the kind of situations, yes, I'm gonna push, but I can wait just for, yeah, this wave to be denied. Now, so a bit of an advanced thing is that top is being pushed by default. Top is pushing to him by default because my minions are stronger because we're so ahead in the game. So if I click on my minions, you see bonus damage to minions and reduced damage from minions. Something which takes into account the average levels of the game and then the number of turrets you've been taking. So I don't really like it too much right now because it means that by default I'm losing all the experience, but not too much, and Herald is more important anyway. Now I come back and say I'm gonna deny that wave because why not? So he might get the gold with the ghouls, but he's not gonna get the experience from it. I could have done an even better play. Okay, I would do it now. I think if I hold that wave long enough... Okay, let's try it, because I can still learn. If I hold that wave long enough, I think that it's actually gonna push to me. By default, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, we'll never know. Okay. And now we're at 70 CS at 17 minutes, and we're 70 CS ahead of that guy. Okay, now I'm seeing that they're playing top, my bot lane, so there's no point in going top. So I'm going mid, but on my way mid, Elise is bot, she's taking their jungle. I can take this, I can take this. Now my play is not to push anymore, it's probably to defend mid. So yeah, I'm always somewhere for something. Okay, now we have a bit of time to think, how do we win the game? I mean, yes, we're winning, but how do we actually like kill the Nexus, you know? Well, there is Soul point at least in 50 seconds. Pretty strong, so I could participate. So now my idea is I'm trying to make a plan. So now we're in mid to late game. We're starting to play the macro. My bot lane is going to grab that wave. So what I'm looking to do is actually go top, pressure top, make sure that someone is matching me. So for example, make sure that Silas stays. Okay, he doesn't. Okay, then I'm changing my plan. I wanted to like keep Herald for mid, but I mean, if it's free like this, I'm gonna take what's free. Because now I can take probably 2 turrets and still move in time for Drake. Now they have to defend. I don't want to play for top inhib. Top inhib doesn't get us much. And now look at that pressure that I created. And I'm still doing something. Always get that camp. Now get the mid wave. It's okay if I don't last it, everything. Actually, there's a red buff spawning. Created pressure top, now created pressure mid. Now Silas is just kind of following the pressure that I'm creating. Now I probably go golems and reset. Boom. Okay, I thought I could maybe trap. Let's not greed for these little monsters. Drop a ward. Buy armor pen because it's such a good stat. And work on pretty much anything. This could go into Bork or Hydra or whatever. Okay, so now we cannot really do Nash on spawn as planned because ADC is dead and Zyra is not there. So I'm just gonna look to apply pressure bot. I see Gragas, he's very low. We can threaten to just kill him here, and if we kill him, I mean there's... Yeah, now it's Nash. Get this real quick because I'm pretty fed, so I do it fast. And now I just take mid prio first. I don't just straight up run at Nash. And now I don't think my team needs me because we have Smite and we have Zyra there. So I'm gonna put myself probably back to bot. Why not take this ward? Waves are pushing by default again because what I said, if you click on your minions, boom, 50%, etc. Like they are so much stronger. So this is an important part of the game that you need to understand at some point. And now I will try to push, but to sync with my team's pressure. For example, now I see that my team is pressuring top and they're gonna be pressuring mid very soon, so now I need to push as fast as possible. If they were basing after Nash, I wouldn't be pushing. My bad on this. Okay. Well, now the cannon minion is just sieging and... and threatening the turret. I can take the turret on the next wave. I don't have to go crazy for the Yorick. I'm like slowly winning by default. Also, I know that my team is stronger and we have Nash for a long time. So there's no hurry. Oh wait, the cannon is hitting the... Really? Okay, now someone should push top in my opinion. Nash, the most lanes you play Nash to, the better, basically. Because it empowers minions, so you need to empower as many minions as possible. So the way I see the game, I think we should play for triple inhib. Which I'm not doing, by the way. Yeah, so that was my first like bet play, big bet play of the game. Is I got too hyped up and I went out of the like classic simple plan that would just take triple inhib, reset, and then end with the triple inhib. Maybe that happens. Now we get soul, and now I kinda ask myself, will I be there on time to apply pressure top? So for example, that's a big part about split pushing. Split pusher wants to split from the objective, so many players will be like, well, I'm going top now because I want to split push. But the thing is, by the time I go top, I'm spawning in 10, so Drake will be up in 30, and by the time I'm top, Drake is already up. So it's not good, because then if enemy team decides to go as 5 on Drake, they create a 5v4. Of course, we can maybe even win a 5v4 because we're so ahead, but you get the idea. So it's better to just either push mid or be there for the Drake. Now, I do think that... Not certain, because I kind of want to play for triple inhib as well. Or just threaten to end the game. So I will do it, but if we're even, not ahead like we are right now, I will play it a bit differently. Okay, also Silas was dead, and we're like Giga Turbo Supra ahead. I'll just threaten the triple inhib or the just end of the game. Okay. Probably just go for end here. Let's go. So yeah, hopefully that was a good answer. Akash Prarsanya to show you how to get your CS high and how to create CS diffs. Maybe I should just play like this all the time, like because I know how to play like this, and I keep trying to play it differently, you know. Plus explaining every single of my thoughts kind of like puts me in the same state I am in when I just play off stream. So like I'm not looking at chat or anything. But yeah, that was my answer. It will be posted to YouTube.